All right, I'm gonna just go right into it. I'm not gonna waste no more time. So, I appreciate everybody being here right now. I appreciate your presence and your frequency. I appreciate everybody's continued support. Um, just the love and the energy and everything that I have been receiving thus far has been so amazing, and it allows me to be empowered on my journey of, helping individuals reach their best self mastery on all levels. I know I have journeyed to get to where I am right now based off of, paying more attention to myself, my my mind, my body, my spirit, and things of that nature. And that's how I've come to curate the self date experience, because I want you to be able to date yourself. So the same way that you would get yourself prepared, get all spruced up, looking real good, looking real familiar, so you can look, real presentable to whenever you go on a date. I want you to do the same for yourself. And that's exactly what I want you to do for this weekend. So if you can think about anything that warms your heart to reward yourself after a long week, long productive week that you have endured, that you have put your best self into, then I want you to be able to take yourself out, whether it's a walk or it can be as extravagant to you curating a whole road trip to take yourself to a nice resort, get a hotel, get some good food, and just decompress from everything that you have accomplished this week. Matter of fact, this year in its totality, to take you into the next half of the year. If you can do that for yourself, then I would appreciate that. That will make me feel good that you taking time out for you. Because what I'm seeing is a system of individuals who always taking the time out for everybody else, and you just leave yourself with bare minimum nothing at the end of the day, because you're so tired, you're so exhausted, you're worn out, you're overstimulated by all the deadlines and everything that you have to meet. And I totally get it, because sometimes our lives are filled with and consumed with so much that we have to do, so many checks that we have to put into the block. But the thing is, we're not making a block and blocking time out for us and who we are as individuals. You all are brilliant. You all are radiant. You are so intelligent, so successful. You've accomplished so much. You're so decorated in all the things that you have accumulated thus far. And that's so beautiful. But I just really want to harp in on the point of, have you taken some time to really decompress from the whole checklist of things that you have had to do in its entirety, and start marking off a block to protect your nervous system, to protect your well being, to protect who you are as a person? Because you're magnificent, you're handsome, you're beautiful, you're radiant. This is why I have my SIP method, single important person, a reminder that you matter. That is beautiful. SIP method. Hey, Sean. I love that, Sophia. The single important person. That single important person is you. No matter what situation you in, no matter if you're married, I'm married, but I take myself on self dates. Like my husband and I, we definitely go on dates, but it's times where I need to take myself on a date so that I can recalibrate my focus in knowing that I'm important as well. Because I take a lot of time for our daughters, for our family, for entrepreneurship, for the military, for so many things. You evaluate yourself on such a high functioning level, and it's like you try to maintain the consistency of that level. But rest is also a part of the work, whether you're working out or whether you're dealing with all the dynamics of the day. So no matter your role or responsibilities, like what Sophia is saying, relationship status, no matter what it is, you still have to take some time out for who you are. Listen to your thoughts. Listen to how you are talking to yourself. How are you treating yourself? What are you saying to yourself? When you go out on this date, you know that outfit that you say that you're going to put away for, a, a important time or a meeting or for something else that's a lot more prioritized. Allow for that outfit to be prioritized for that special meeting or whatever it is to meet yourself. Sit across from yourself at the table and say how beautiful you are, how magnificent you look, how radiant you are. When you look in the mirror from this point forward, I want you to be able to see how amazing you have been thus far in this lifetime, what you have done, what you have accomplished. Say, I love me. Can't nobody do for you like you. Don't nobody need you like how you need you. You need you so much. Everybody may need you too, and your expertise and everything that you're really good at, which you the subject matter, proliferator on, that's great. But what do you need you for? Hmm? On those hard days, are you being even harsher on yourself? On those challenging days, are you invoking more adversities mentally on yourself? What about some of the things that you feel like you haven't met? Are you saying, man, did I messed up, or I didn't even get to do that, or I failed? No, don't you say that. Don't say that to yourself. Be like, all right, you know what? I didn't meet that deadline today, but guess what? I'm gonna go ahead and knock that out tomorrow in the next 2 days. If you need to rest, go ahead and you do that. You make sure you do that. With that being said, I want you to build a relationship with your higher and your lower self in order for you to recognize what your best self is. Because sometimes you need a little bit of balance in a plethora of situations that you may face. Sometimes it's not just your higher self that you need in a situation. And sometimes it's not just your lower self that you need in a situation. Sometimes you're going to have to balance yourself out and figure out the temperature of what's going on in order for you to apply yourself generously to whatever situation that it is that's coming forth to you at that time. So figure out who your best self is in a plethora of situations so you can apply yourself to the way that you need to. You know what I mean? So understanding yourself, that self-dialogue, building a better relationship with you is phenomenal. And it'll do so much for you because all this high functioning behavior is not meant for our nervous system to endure. It's really not. So this weekend, starting this evening, think about what you're going to do to effectively decompress and bring yourself back to a state of, you know what, this feels good. This feels comfortable. This is where I need to be right now. To where all the thoughts of the day, all the thoughts of the week, all the thoughts that then transpired throughout the year is not leaving your brain so distorted and just moving on this constant train of just over functioning. Bring it back, son. You are very important. Your family needs you. Your career needs you. But most importantly, you need you. And I want you to know that. And I need you to be the best person that you can be, to sustain how amazing you are, to nurture your genius. We all have our own blueprint on what we're supposed to apply to this world and also what we're supposed to apply to ourselves. And with you being able to do that, you make sure you provide your best self to whatever that is. Make sure you do that. You know what? Some of our weeks can be so overwhelming, can take a toll on us. Soft life, save life. I can totally understand. Sometimes some weeks can be so cumbersome. It's almost like we crash and burn at the end of the week. When Friday, Saturday come, it's like we don't have nothing else left to do. We just want to lay down, just want to be in bed, or we just don't do anything. And sometimes that creates habits in us to where with some people, not saying that you, but some people, they go to resort to eating things that's not the best for us, or doing things that's not the greatest, for our well-being. But with the self-date experience and what I have, had my people go through, and I don't like calling them clients. I want to call them self-daters, because through this experience you are dating yourself, and I'm just helping you just recalibrate your focus back to you. I can understand how some weeks can impact us more than others. But what I do for you is I build you out a meal plan, a good nutritious meal plan. So it's not just about the food and what it looks like and it's healthy, but more so, what is this food doing for you? Is this fuel? Is it really helping me sustain my well-being throughout the day? Do I feel energized? Is this doing wonders for my skin? Is it doing wonders for my body alignment? Am I feeling stiff? Do I feel like I have the itis? Am I bloated? Am I inflamed after I eat? You know, I want you to start to pay attention to your body and what you put into your body and how it helps sustain you internally and externally, because that's important. Food is medicine. Okay. So whatever meal plans that I build out for you, you stick to them, and you stick to that regimen and that regime, and you see what it does for you internally and how you express yourself externally. I also build you out a fitness program to where your fitness don't have to look like working out 7 days a week, even 6 days a week. Consistency also looks like a Tuesday, Thursday, or a Saturday, or a Monday, Wednesday, and a Friday. Because, like I stated previously, rest is definitely a part of the work. It's balance to everything. You have to be balanced. So, I make sure I tailor fit your nutrition, your workouts, and then also your meditations. I want you to be able to meditate. So you don't have to sit down, cross your legs, and do this whole mantra the whole time. My meditations could be to where you're just laying down and you chilling for 5, 10 minutes whenever you have time on your break at work. If you have 5 minutes to where you can allocate to yourself and then you go eat, all right, that's perfect. I want you to be able to do that, you know? So um, I make sure that I curate a plan for you that's going to work for you. And how you know that it works for you? Because I'm allowing you to take the time to learn you throughout the program. So if certain foods don't work for you, let me know. We're going to be able to, articulate those appropriately and try to incorporate something that's a lot more substantial to your well-being. If the workout's not working for you, if you don't want to work out in the gym anymore, and you want to do home workouts, no problem. I got you. I'll build you a home-based workout to where it's comfortable for you within whatever setting that you desire. If it's a meditation topic that you have for me, like, hey, you know what, you know um these past couple weeks has been extremely draining. If you can give me something that's tailor fitted towards goal orientation or towards self introspection or anything of that nature, hey, let me know. I'll build it out for you and I'll create a meditation for you. Hey, I want to know about, a self date that I can curate for myself at the end of the week, or not even at the end of the week. Maybe it's at the top of the week. Maybe it's Monday. You want to take yourself on a date to build momentum for the rest of the week. That's perfect. I got you. No problem. I'm right there for you. I want to be able to walk with you to every step of your way when you go through the self date program and through the self date experience, because it's something that I want you to experience for yourself. Because I know once I got onto this journey of, dating me and dating myself, I've learned so much about my inner dialogue. I've built a better relationship with food to where food noise is not coming into play and distorting what I'm thinking and things of that nature. And what I'm talking about with food noise, sometimes you just be sitting there, right? And then you got the certain urge that you want to snack. But what you don't really understand when coming through my program, you start to understand what macros are, right? So breaking down what your meals look like, incorporating what's the fats, what's the protein, and what's the carbohydrates, and what's the calorie count to your plate, and what you're, ingesting, you're digesting. So with that being said, back to food noise. So sometimes we'll sit up there and be like, all right, I'm gonna go get a handful of this, not knowing that a handful of that is a cumulative of 200 or 300 extra additional calories outside of the plate that you prepared like 30 minutes ago and that you consumed. So that compounding of calories is what's adding to probably you feeling inflamed or you feeling over full. I want to be able to help you and assist you to curate plates that are beautiful, that are nutritious, that's within the realm of your macros, and that makes you feel satiated, meaning that makes you feel full to where you don't gravitate towards snacking. I want you to eliminate snacking so that you can take that same time that you're trying to think about what you're going to eat next, and you can dedicate that to you and your genius. So during this process, some people may not even understand what their creativity can entail. And I want to bring you closer into understanding your creativity to build a better you. So that's what the self date experience is all about. So I have written a book about this structure. It's available on Amazon. And this directly complements the 8-week experience of the self date experience. So you go through, you journal. I have different trackers in here that you can keep up with yourself. So from day one all the way to the end of week 8, you can see your progress. You can track your progress because I don't want you to just be in the program and it only lasts for the duration of the program. I want this to be a lifestyle implementation, not so much a lifestyle change, because who you were before this program, you went with the best information that you knew. When you go through the program, I want you to be a lot more fulfilled so that you have a lot more gems that you can carry into the next phase of your life so you can be your best self and you can reach all the levels of mastery within yourself with all the levels of introspection that's out there, whatever life presents you with. You'll be able to have all the tools and equipment to be able to cultivate an environment that allows you to navigate effectively and efficiently as you go through this thing called life. So I just want to be here for you. That's all. Y'all have been here for me. Y'all have supported me tremendously. I'm forever grateful for that. I would never lose sight of that, and I could never take that for granted. Um, you guys have been so beautiful. Every soul that's on here, all 14 of you guys that's here now, all the individuals who have supported me during this journey has been substantially impactful to my life. So I truly and truly appreciate it. Thank you so much. So I just leave you off with this. This weekend, starting after this live, I want you to put you first. Okay? Put you first. You don't have to wear the warrior mask all through the weekend. You don't have to wear this big old shield feeling like you got to carry all this heaviness with you. It may be things that you are going through that nobody knows about. Maybe silent battles that you are enduring that nobody outside of you know anything about. And I totally get it because life is throwing a lot at us and at so many people right now. But I just want to let you know throughout your whole life, everything that you have endured, you have been extremely successful at overcoming and conquering thus far. Has there ever been a task that you haven't been able to accomplish up until this very point? No. You have been able to get through all of those obstacles thus far. So, what makes you think that you won't be able to get through the rest of the obstacles that come forth in front of you? That you're going through right now or that may come up in the future. Not saying that you're ridden with obstacles, but what I'm saying is that you have the absolute power to persevere through every and anything. You have that power. And I just want you to be able to recalibrate your focus into knowing that you are capable, you are amazing, you are a genius, you are so intelligent, you are handsome, you're gorgeous. You're wonderful. I want you to look into the mirror and be able to tell yourself that every day. These micro habits of you telling yourself that every day is going to change. It's going to change you in such a powerful way. I don't want you going into that mirror talking about, oh, look at that pimple. Or let me see them wrinkles. Or I need to lose some weight. Or I need to be taller. Let me get smaller. No, I want you to appreciate you right now for who you are. Yes. Yes, Tay, putting you first. Please put you first, especially looking in that mirror. We give everybody else the pleasure to look at us throughout the day as we walk around and do everything that we need. A mirror is not always readily available, but whenever you make contact with it, whether it's the reflection in the mirror or whether you going past a reflective sign and you can even see your outline, I want you to appreciate that because that's you. That's a part of your blueprint. That's a part of who you are. Okay? So take that time to love on you. I appreciate all of y'all. And y'all just take care until next time. Peace.